Steve Turano here for Ask a Real Expert. Received this question from Josie in Canada. She writes, Steve, I'm a 49-year-old woman. I'm 5'5" and 143 pounds. I'm at 29% body fat, which is actually pretty good because the average woman is 35% body fat and a healthy woman should be around 22. So you're right on your way, Josie. She says I eat about 1,390 calories a day. I weight train about 5 to 6 days a week for about 45 minutes. And I do treadmill maybe 3 times a week for about 45 minutes to an hour. How much do I need to eat? I don't know how many calories I need to eat. I can't continue to eat less, and I can't be in the gym indefinitely, but I want to continue to lose body fat. What should I do? Great question. Everybody has this situation, whether they're a man or a woman, young or old. The thing I would tell you would be this, whether I'm doing it virtually or whether you'd be sitting across from me in a counseling session. There's a couple things we want to focus in on. We want to focus in on the total number of calories you're eating. Forget about your basal metabolic rate and resting metabolic rate. They're good to know, but don't worry about that right now. I would like you to get the total number of calories you're eating each day. Go to caloriecount.com, buy a book, however you do it. Get the total number of calories you're eating each day. Write down what you eat, the fats, proteins, and carbohydrates, and the total calories. Because remember, calories are the currency of weight loss. You can't go on a shopping spree unless you know how much money you're going to spend or you have to spend. You can't decide on what you need to do with regards to losing weight or your workout if you don't know how many calories you're taking in accurately. So over the next 4 or 5 days, determine exactly the number of calories you're eating. That'll do a couple things. We'll know how much you're eating. Then we can adjust the calorie mixture. And yes, it's still the total number of calories you're eating. But if you're telling me, man, I eat those calories, the 1,390 calories, and I'm still hungry, and we take a look at it, and they're very high in fats, if we decrease the percentage of fats, then we can increase the percentage of carbohydrates and proteins, keep the calorie total the same, but you're eating more food, filling yourself up. Second thing I'd like you to think about is your weight training workout. When you see hot-looking babes in the gym and they're doing goofy exercises, all women want to do those goofy exercises thinking, hey, I'm going to look like that. And in reality, men and women should do the same exercises. Not the same weight, but the same exercises. Because we all have arms and legs and they all work in the same fashion. So for me to train my chest, back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and legs is no different than a woman doing them. So the point is by doing simple, easy, more effective exercises, a couple things happen. You can train harder and therefore get better results and look better. And number two, because you're training harder, your body then has to recover more. And recovery requires calories. So while a workout doesn't burn tons of calories, a good workout and then the recovery from the workout does burn additional calories. Plus, it makes you look better. With regards to your cardio, you're doing cardio 3 times a week. Now, the problem is, let's say you miss a session. Now you're down to 2, and then you're like, oh man, I got to cut this one short because I got work to do, I got to get home, make dinner. Things begin to become inconsistent. Here's what I would suggest with regards to cardio. You like doing it on the treadmill. I get it. First thing you do with that treadmill is begin to incline it once you're warmed up. It should be difficult to stay on that treadmill. You got to work at staying on it. And that's what people don't understand. When I'm on the treadmill and I don't feel like running or jogging, it's like this. I'm working. I want to make those 20 or 30 minutes count. So incline it, and you can vary it too. Faster at this incline, slower at this incline. It makes it more interesting too. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to do cardio for 30 minutes, but I want you to do it frequently, more frequently throughout the week. 4, 5, 6 times during the week. What will this do? Number one, if you miss a session, you still have 4 or 5 under your belt. The second thing it'll do is it'll cause your body to think in terms of being an athlete. Gee, Josie is training on a daily basis. So we're going to speed up the metabolism. We're going to increase your cardiovascular ability. We're increasing your activity. And all this is designed to improve your body's calorie utilization. You see, people who don't exercise or don't exercise for long periods of time and get out of shape, their body is very frugal with calories. The body doesn't want to give up the calories because there's no need to. But if we can exercise more consistently day after day, week after week, 3, 4, 5 times a week, we increase our cardiovascular ability, which improves our body's utilization of oxygen. And when that occurs, the body is more willing to utilize calories, and more importantly, it's willing to utilize fat calories. So those are 3 things that I'd like you to do. Get a calorie total so we can determine whether you're eating enough, and we can determine the composition of the foods you're eating, just in case we have to adjust it. Second thing is, I want you to exercise a little smarter. Basic exercises allow you to train a little more intensely, causing more trauma on the muscle, better look, more recovery, more calorie utilization. And the third thing I want you to do is do cardio more frequently throughout the week. I want you to shorten down the time, but increase the intensity. So if you miss a session, you've already got 4 or 5 under your belt. Do those 3 things for the next month or 2. Shoot me back an email and let me know your status. I'm Steve Turano. If you have a question, shoot me an email at AskARealExpert. Train hard, train smart.